Dear Alexandra, if you are reading this, Alex, then I am surely dead. Knowing that the police will contact my only living relative, I made sure to leave this message for you. As I write this letter, Pious Augustus is waiting for his chance to strike me down for what I have done to the Guardian City. I believe I have slowed Augustus's plans, but not stopped them completely. He will still try to bring his ancient into this world. You must continue what our ancestor Max has started. You must gather the artifacts and call forth an ancient to combat what Augustus brings into this world. Of the artifacts, there are 4, but one of these is in the clutches of Pious himself. They are the Black Heart of Mantarok, the Claw of Chaturga, the Sigil of Zelothoth, the Veil of Ulyaoth. Your skill in the arcane science will not be as strong as Pious's, who has had 2 millennium to prepare his gate. You will need all the remaining artifacts to match his power. It all rests with you, my dear. I wish you well in this desperate act. I wish I had more guidance for you, but I am at my wit's end, and I feel I am running out of time. Your loving grandfather, Edward.
That is the wrong spell. Oh, what is happening? We can't be having these mishaps like when we're about to beat the game. Alright, so we're gonna get the good spells going for the end of the game. But yeah, we've completed every chapter in the Tome of Eternal Darkness, except for Alex's chapter. Oh god, no, these monsters are real. These monsters are real. Alright, so now it's time for our first trip into the observatory. Now, anytime you would go into the observatory, there's nothing to do here because the planets are not aligned and there's no light shining here. So, we do have a crankshaft. It's actually missing, so we're going to adjust the light accordingly. And it's going to reveal this mechanism that wasn't in Edward's chapter, but eventually the screaming should stop and we should get normal music, because honestly I think I've pretty much exhausted every single sanity effect in this game, save for one that I wanted really bad, but I didn't get it, but oh well. And, oh yeah, just come in, just drop the pizza at the door, don't mind that I'm, oh, that's a really rectangular pizza. Now, this is actually really weird because... Okay, nothing. You already know what happened to your grandfather. But yeah, what was weird was that in that last chapter, Michael gave the artifact, he gave the package with the artifact and the gladius to Edward, but then it's to be assumed that either he had a male person deliver it instead, or maybe Michael actually did survive the night against the Guardians, or something like I don't know. Don't question it. Alright, so now we have all 3 of the ancient essences. The Claw of Chaturga, the Sigil of Zelothoth, and the Heart of Mantarok. These will all be quintessential in our fight against Pious, but so will this enchanted gladius. So, actually, I'm gonna get out of melee range of these guys, because you can actually throw the sword like a boomerang. Not a lot of people actually know this about the sword. Like, one wouldn't think that you'd be able to do that with the sword. But oh, there were actually a handful of sanity effects that I forgot about, but I guess we'll be missing out on them. I thought that there's apparently a bug in my room. I thought that was a sanity effect. That was actually a bug crawling on my TV screen. So, alright. Was this Edward's? No, it wasn't Edward's way down. Like, so... Perhaps by Mex... No! You know it wasn't sealed by What the hell, game? What the hell? Also, how in the hell did you drain... Like, how? How do you flood all of this into a... okay. Well... Yeah. So now the city is dark. Now, if you think back to Edward's letter... he did say that we need to call forth an ancient. So that means we're going to be summoning Ulyaoth's counterpart, Zelatoth, to defeat him in battle. I thought my game froze for a second there. That would have been bad. Alright, so this camera angle right here is evil. Because... Alright, and this is where we finally have... ignore all of these. Alex's own chapter. So, if you notice there were runes on the ground, there's actually a 7-point damage field over there that has to be dispelled. Now the camera angle is evil and very, very well obscured it. Yeah, you definitely need 7-point shield spell to get across this really huge floor of lightning. Thankfully, Alex does have really fast running speed. She's not really good on stamina. I mean, given the nature of the chapter with her having to run, you know, through the city of Enga, it's not going to be, you know, a straight walk. But I don't know, her stats are actually really good, but we actually won't be fighting a lot. Assemble a broken pedestal, because that makes sense. Yeah, there are actually no enemies in Enga anymore, since Edward destroyed the city. The only enemies that actually are here are trappers, and they're really not anything. They really aren't anything. So let's give Mantarok center focus. Let's put Chaturga on the weaker side, on the left side, and Zelatoth on the right side, because it is the dominant side. It actually doesn't matter what order you put these things in. So actually, I'm going to assign Mantarok Magic Pool for now. Just so I have, you know, a constant supply of magic, as well as a constant supply of running, so that Alex doesn't outwind. I hope I have enough for this. I do, just barely. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a lengthy segment, having to do all of the towers again. But yeah, this time we're going to be summoning a creature, so instead of doing, you know, Nethlik Regdamore, we're going to be doing Tyran Aratek. Now, if you recall, there used to be a floor here, but now there isn't. It's just, you know, a pit of molten rock. But we know a floor is there. I'm not sure if a 7-point is necessary for that, but I like to think it is. Oh, this is not enough shields. It's not enough for book shields. That was terrible. Well, you know what? Maybe I should just cut that joke out in editing. This isn't really happening. Something like that. Alright, so we're doing Aerotech. Yeah, you don't have to pull the levers either. But every way back does have a puzzle. And what used to be the Red Cold River here... Oh, hello. It's actually a... No, fuck you guys. There are too many of you. It's now dried. I think I can examine it now, and it's like, yep. Blood does not flow. Well, I feel like they rushed this chapter with the descriptions. They didn't really do anything to them because it is clearly a dried Red Cold River. Yeah, another reason I didn't keep my sanity low is because there really aren't a lot of sanity effects that happen in Anga. They didn't happen in Max's chapter, nor did they happen in Edward's chapter, so they won't happen here. And there's no penalty if you create the wrong spell on accident. The game will straight up just tell you, hey, that's not right, and you'll have to do it again. So do you remember this room when Edward went through it, he pulled the lever, and then the monsters broke out? Well, now we gotta make our own monsters to replace the monsters. So we're gonna be making a demon zoo, which is gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure the alignments of the monsters do not change depending on what alignment you're playing on. And that's the thing that says, oh, you almost got it, but you're not quite there yet. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. I guess that's because he was he? Oh yeah, he was gonna spawn like behind me, so he would have spawned on the trapper spot. I have never seen that before, of all my years of playing this game. Alright, and now for... I think I have enough. I don't think I have enough magic for this. The Summon Horror. No, I do not have enough for this. So I gotta run around for a little bit. Summon Horror, unfortunately, wasn't really used ever. And it wasn't really necessary to use. Actually, if you notice, that's a gatekeeper there. Alright. Horrors can open doors, but they cannot pick up items. Yeah. The horrors kind of drain your sanity a little fast, though. Yeah, they unfortunately don't... The horrors don't really have a lot of use. Other than that puzzle. Which is kind of a shame. I feel like there could have been a lot more utility if they made the summoning creatures a little bit better. But they didn't. Quick draw, Alex. Too slow, Trapper. So this is a very interesting room. So you walk on the purple stuff, and it shakes. You walk again, you go into sepia world. And there's now a barrier blocking the way, and no means of dispelling it. So the only way to actually get out of sepia world here is to fully recover sanity. But then you get warped back at the beginning. So what is the solution to this puzzle? It's not magic pool if that's what you're thinking. We're actually going to sneak across the floor. You see how the floor isn't rumbling? So we're good. And I do not care what anybody says about that worm floor puzzle. It is able to be figured out without you having to look it up. In fact, that's kind of one of the whole points of this LP. I'm actually trying to like give out how to make the solutions, or how to figure out the solutions, as opposed to like just giving the solutions. But of course I'm giving the solutions too, because I gotta play the game, so. Ah, shit! Quick draw Alex was too slow. But I suppose it is a good opportunity to go back and examine this obelisk. No comments at all about these things, like being here in the Trapper dimension, like at all. It's just, oh hey, it's just a body, it's just an obelisk, and it's like, okay. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Ow. Ow. Sorry, Alex. I didn't mean to hurt you there. Oh, great. It's this room. I didn't want to... this room is... This room is a pain. Where's Bind? That's just a nuisance. That's gonna dispel my shield too. And no, there's really no point in examining everywhere else because nothing's changed about it, none of the descriptions changed, and there are no new weapons, no new items, nothing. Oh no. Ow. 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 I was opening the door, come on! It was Tyr. We're gonna summon a creature. That's all we need to do. We need to summon a creature. I don't think there's anything to do in this room. Yeah, this is the same room that I just got. Okay. Oh yeah, so it was actually revealed in one of the devs' interview that yellow was actually going to be the alignment of a 5th ancient, but they had to cut it out of the game, probably due to the utility of it. I'm not exactly sure how you can fit a 5th ancient, like what, one to counteract Mantarok somehow. But then how would you counteract yellow with everything else? That probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but probably not worth it. I feel like it would kind of would have been useless. Okay, this is the one with the obelisks. Oh man, I'm being dumb. So we should be able to go up and shoot it. Oh, come on! Ouch. So, just for the record, I actually knew that was going to happen, but I've never actually seen it before, so I figured I might as well show it off. So, this is not what you want to do to these obelisks, so you have to attack them all simultaneously, and with something powerful. Now, I'm pretty sure you have to use the 7-point in order to generate enough power to actually take them out. Like, you won't summon a horror if you use a weaker magical attack, but you won't dispel the barrier. Alright, now for the last one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cut out all this counting. This is happening. What is the last puzzle? Oh, this puzzle is the last puzzle. The invisible trappers. Alright, so if you don't want I'm pretty sure 3 points will work for this because the trapper is a 3 point. Yeah, okay. Yeah, in case you didn't want to get sent to the trapper dimension a shit ton of times, you definitely want to reveal invisible and then magic attack. Because even though they're invisible and shouldn't be immune to magic attack that way, they are, because they're invisible. Alright, now let's enchant the shotgun. We're not going to use the enchanted gladius, let's just use the shotgun. Alright. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Thank you, game. Alright. Let's go defeat Pious and the Eternal Darkness once and for all. Okay, you ready for this? What up, viewers? DarkSideYaks here, and we are totally about to beat, what the fuck is this game called? Silent Hill? Don't know.
Ah, Miss Roivas, you're just in time. The summoning spell I began 2,000 years ago is finally complete. You will now have the honor of becoming the first morsel for my lord, Ulyaoth. An appetizer for the banquet your race shall provide.
You forget what it means to be human, Pious. The human race will never go quietly into the darkness. For as long as you have spent summoning your lord, people have struggled against you. Now, thanks to their efforts, I have 3 of the Ancient's essences. Now, Pious, this is the end!
The end indeed.
Alright, let's go beat Pious with our shotgun. What? Okay, my bullet, it did 0 damage. Oh, good thing I got the shield. Oh, he dispelled my fucking, he dispelled all of my magic. He's dispelling my magic. Why? Why is he dispelling? You know what? Come on. Oh god! Whoa! And now it did 0 damage. What the fuck? How am I supposed to? The game doesn't explain to me how to beat him at all. Maybe I have to get up close to him, as close as I can, and okay, I guess I can't do it. Bullets just have no effect on him. Now I gotta reload, and oh, what the fuck? Oh man, oh now I can't walk. Oh, this is some bullshit. It's a fucking puzzle boss. It is a fucking shitty ass, terrible ass puzzle boss. And it's like, there's nothing I can do. I am completely out of ammo right now. Oh god. It's doing 0 damage. Now I have no ammo. And I have absolutely no other weapons I can use against him. Shit. Well, I'm running low on health, so I gotta recover. Yeah. Now. Oh shit, he interrupted it. Take this, you bitch, summoning a trapper on you. Oh my god, why is this working? Take this. It didn't work. Oh, I think he trapped me. Oh no. Oh. Ah! Well, what the fuck was I supposed to do? It's a shitty boss. It's a puzzle boss. No way to figure it out. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Fool! I spit at thee. The darkness shall be eternal.
Fucking bullshit. And how can you even spit if you're a skeleton? You have no lips. What the fuck, dude? What were they thinking with this one? This isn't... I really wish I didn't do that. That means I have to watch all those cutscenes again. So, Pious will regularly cast a magical attack spell. He has different phases, so the magical attacks will be getting stronger. So the key to this fight is to hit him with the sword. He will actually very regularly instantly cast a 9-point Mantarok Dispel magic spell. Okay, there we go. Alright, so you just have to hit him, and then you have to hit Ulyaoth's essence. He will actually cast Dispel Magic every time you cast a shield. But never for magic. Oh, I'm still regaining stuff. I never had Magic Pool on in this fight. I actually always assumed that he would dispel it. Oh shit, that is... fucking detection. But yeah, Pious is completely invincible as long as the essence of Ulyaoth is still intact. Even the shields won't go away. So he double protected himself. He's protected by Ulyaoth, and... oh wow, that sword went for quite a distance. And he has shields on. Protected by Ulyaoth and has shields. shit, shit. I'm playing as Max. Ah, he can outrun me by walking. Oh yeah. Hitting the essence cuts your sanity pretty regularly, but it's not important. Sanity is not important for this fight. Yeah, even if you don't get the enchanted Gladius, like you can hit him with the regular Gladius to yeah, you take my point. So now that the puzzle phase is over, we can just straight up beat the shit out of Pious now. You do not want to get hit by that freaking magical attack. It'll take like at least half of your life bar. You son of a bitch. Alright, you're limping now. You're finished. You're done. You're finished and done. Can you teleport in the same spot? Oh, I thought that would have been the last. It would have been funny just to tease him for his fighting chance. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? I have full health and you have zip.
Darkness is not so easily destroyed. No, my death is just the beginning.
What have I done?
Quickly, Alex! We must find this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
Oh no, I already unplugged the controller! I forgot about this part! Oh no, the game's over! Yeah, this isn't really happening.
Ah, that's the ticket.
It is finally over, my dear. The Ancients' plans are finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time, and so much to do. Goodbye, Alex. I will miss you.
As I gazed up at the ancient I had brought into this world to stop Pious, my mistake was made clear. This ancient could lay the world to ruin just as easily as Pious's would have. And yet, as quickly as it began, it ended. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of reality, to see those who dwell behind. I was once a fool.
And that was Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. I really hope you guys enjoyed the redemption run of the LP. A few little notes I'd like to give about the ending. I don't know, the ending did, looking back in retrospective, it did seem kind of rushed with how you got the Enchanted Gladius and you know, the weaker artifact, even though there was a cutscene that had Michael giving it away, and then on top of that, there was that thing at the end where Alex was just like, "Oh no, what did I do?" And it's like you summoned the monster to beat the other monster, and then we bound the monster back. It's like it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal at all. You're only doing what friggin' Edward told you to do anyway. Edward told you to do it. Yeah, overall, I really do enjoy this game. Like, I still enjoyed this game. Like, even to this very day, I really enjoy playing this game. The sanity effects never get old to me. There will never be a game quite like Eternal Darkness, unfortunately, due to the fact that Silicon Knights did do a incredibly ruinous decision, and they went out of business for it. I guess a few little Easter eggs I'd like to add. They actually also developed the GameCube remake for Metal Gear Solid 1, known as Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, and they pretty much took the entire voice acting cast and put it in this game, if you probably noticed earlier. But yeah, we have people like Michael Bell, and then we have Greg Eagles, who voices Michael, and Chaturga as well, Jennifer Hale, who voiced Naomi Hunter, as the voice of Alex and Zelatoth, and it's like the list goes on. This game practically had an all-star voice acting cast. I didn't mention it at all earlier in the LP just because I'm a huge fan of voice work, and that probably would have been one of the things that I would have talked about so much that it would have gotten super annoying. But as I mentioned before, I felt like this game really approached survival horror in a way other video games have not, especially with the sanity effects. In fact, the sanity effects were really hard to get by Nintendo, mostly because Nintendo was afraid that if you actually got, a sanity effect where your controller unplugged or your GameCube crashed, like, they thought that, like, people would, like, damage their products or, like, remove their memory cards or the discs or something preemptively. They had to make it pretty obvious, or at least give a lot of hints that the sanity effects were actually effects and not stuff that happened with the game, like the game resetting itself and whatnot. I feel like they pulled that off very well. To this very day, Nintendo actually holds a trademark for said sanity effects. So no other game, even if they wanted to, can actually use these sanity effects. They still do renew the trademark, so there is possible room for a sequel to Eternal Darkness, but I do doubt it. I feel like the game doesn't necessarily call for a sequel either. But I really hoped you guys enjoyed me playing through it, and hopefully you stick around to see me, beat it 2 more times to get the true ending to the game, which is only done if you beat the game on all 3 alignments. But until then, I will see you guys next time.